Managing fatigue is all about balancing your activities to manage your energy levels over a long period of time. If you haven't already, do watch our video on activity diaries and the boom and bust cycle. This is a good starting point before trying the tips we'll explain in this video. It can be helpful to think of your energy levels as a battery. We want to be mindful of where our energy levels are on that battery and make sure we're using it in moderation, and when it's getting lower, taking time to recharge. Managing your energy really comes down to the 4 P's: planning, prioritizing, pacing, and problem solving. Planning ahead can make a really big difference. Look at your tasks over a week or 2. If you see a busy day, perhaps you can prepare some easy meals to save energy, or schedule a more restful day afterwards, giving yourself time to recharge. Perhaps if you've had a very physically demanding day, you could plan to spend the following day doing something more restful. If you have a mentally draining day, are there more physical tasks you need to do the next day? Lots of people with axial SpA find stress makes their symptoms worse, so it's essential you take time for yourself and plan time for whatever you find relaxing. Use our resource sheet below to brainstorm restful and relaxing activities. When you're stressed or feeling fatigued, take a look and pick something that feels right for the moment. Do also plan in time for physical activity. Being active helps to manage your axial SpA, build your muscle strength, and improve your stamina. Moving little and often can help comfortably build activity into your day without affecting your fatigue. Make sure to start slowly and build up gradually. If you need any advice, speak to your rheumatologist or physiotherapist. Importantly, if you're looking ahead at the day or week and know it's too much, either ask for help from others, or we can move on to the second P and start prioritizing. Prioritizing tasks can help you plan your energy, and your to-do list can feel less overwhelming. Our top tip is to use our task prioritization worksheet below to divide tasks based on how important they are and how urgently they need doing. This means you can start with tasks that are the most important and most urgent. It can then be easier to take breaks or stop if your fatigue flares. Some people find to-do list apps easier than keeping a list on paper. Using an app such as Todoist means you can schedule different tasks over your week. If your fatigue flares and you need to move a task later, you can easily do this. I know I find this less difficult than looking at a big to-do list when my fatigue is flaring. The next P is pacing. Pacing is all about conserving your energy over a longer period of time. If you have large tasks that will be physically or mentally draining, can you break these down into smaller tasks to spread out through the day, week, or a longer period? It can feel frustrating to pause and return to an activity later, but by doing this, you're giving yourself more energy to return with. This makes it easier and faster in the long run. Once you get started with an activity, it's easy to forget all about pacing. Ideally, you want to stop or change an activity before feeling exhausted. Use a prompt like a timer or alarm to schedule rest breaks frequently. When we talk about resting, we don't mean sleeping. You can pace restful activities into your day, such as doing admin or restful hobbies. The final P is problem solving. It can be helpful to consider mobility aids and different devices to help with tasks. There are lots of tools available online that can help with things like cleaning and cooking. If you need any advice on what's available, speak to an occupational therapist. Sometimes you need to think outside the box. For example, do you find yourself going up and down the stairs lots through the day? On days when you're feeling fatigued, perhaps leave a small box at the bottom of the stairs. When you come across something you need to take upstairs, place it in the box. Take a few things up together rather than having to do repeat trips. Finally, don't feel overwhelmed by the tips we've shared in this video. Pick one small thing to incorporate into your routine for the next few weeks. Let us know in the comments how you get on. Once you're ready, you can pick another to build in.